Good evening and welcome to NAZ Today. I'm community anchor Alexa Dumidi.
And I'm student anchor Paige Lawrenson. Thank you for joining us. Authorities have identified a body along the banks of Oak Creek. The medical examiner's office confirmed Wednesday that the body hikers found September 19th was that of 47-year-old Amy Davis. Davis was reported missing on September 12th. The cause of death is listed as asphyxia due to drowning, but the manner of the death is still considered undetermined. 3 people are injured after a helicopter crash while landing in northern Arizona. Wednesday, Coconino County Sheriff's officials said that the helicopter was about 20 feet off the ground when it went down off of Forest Service Road in Flagstaff. The pilot suffered minor injuries and 2 of the passengers complained of shoulder pain, but none were taken to the hospital. A 3rd passenger escaped the crash without injuries.
Today, representatives from the 3 Arizona universities met here in Flagstaff. NAZ Today's Imani Payne went out to see what the Arizona Board of Regents discussed.
I'm here at the High Country Conference Center where the Arizona Board of Regents is meeting to discuss the issue of student safety.
We're focused as the Board of Regents on all 3 of our universities in creating the absolutely best possible environment for our students to be successful.
To achieve this, the Arizona Board of Regents is putting together a task force consisting of members from all 3 schools. However, one of the major concerns of the student body presidents was the involvement of students within the task force.
I really want to make sure that the student voice is well represented and that the students' concerns are being taken into consideration. I have no doubt that the board is going to include students and involve them in this procedure.
But we just feel as long as the students are at the table, no matter what the task force looks like or talks about, students will buy into it. Students don't really want to be told what to do by some governing board. They want to be a part of the decision making, a part of the process, and then I feel like they'll definitely buy into it a lot more.
Richard Myers, chair of Arizona Board of Regents, addresses this concern.
The sincerity behind this is absolutely student-focused, and it's to create the very best environment for our students to be successful. And we're going to do that working with our students and listening to our students.
For NAZ Today with videographer Mason Agnew, I'm Imani Payne.
For more information, visit www.azregents.edu.
With ski and snowboard season creeping up on us, find out where you can get some new gear to shred the snow this winter. Also, traditional and bluegrass music reign throughout the Pines of Flagstaff for a time of family and fun. Find out more after the break.
I'm meteorologist Lee Borne. Obviously, the topic of the broadcast tonight will be the strong winds out there. Here's a look at it. On the satellite, northern Arizona, strong fall-time low pressure moving through the Intermountain West, bringing the strong wind out there today. We'll take a look at just how high the wind gusts got, approaching hurricane strike type winds. And, of course, we'll get into a little bit of that a couple times a year. What causes all these strong winds in northern Arizona lesson? That's all coming up, and your weekend forecast. Stay with us.
Hi, I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the latest cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste, 60% less sugar.
Yeah, I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Let me get the camera. I've never had anything like it. My parents are gonna.
Yeah, they're gonna be so proud.
Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Hi, I'm Terry Markson. As seasons change, so does the inventory at Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac. We've got Northern Arizona's biggest selection of always changing certified pre-owned vehicles. All receive a thorough 172-point vehicle inspection, a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty, and 2 years of free maintenance, including all oil changes. You can count on our certified pre-owns just as you can count on our relaxed, no-pressure environment. Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac, real hometown value.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Bluegrass music brought action and life to the Pepsi Amphitheater during the Pickin in the Pines Bluegrass and Acoustic Music Festival.
We attended the event to bring you all of the details.
Bluegrass is the catalyst that brings people together, and it always has been.
In a way, it's very complete music. It requires a lot of proficiency playing an instrument, being able to improvise, and then on top of that, singing parts, and so it's really rich, and there's a lot going on, and it's a challenge, and it's a lot of fun.
Pickin in the Pines. This is easily probably one of the top 3 or 4 festivals in the Rocky Mountain range. And anybody who misses this is missing just a fun time. Excellent lineup, perfect location this time of year, great camping facility, even though it's dry camping. And it's just very relaxed. There's low stress, low tension.
I still recall the time when my little Angie swore that she'd always be mine.
This one in Flagstaff is a spectacularly beautiful festival. We've had a really great time here, and it's a nice combination of a high caliber, quality festival with a great performance situation, and just comfortable and down home and relaxed. Everybody is really friendly. We've just had a fabulous time playing.
Come and hold my hand as I walk.
It's really fulfilling. It's tiring getting here just because it takes a lot of work, but there has to be that labor of love ingredient to see people having a great time, talk to the people. We're really lucky that we have an audience that is so family focused, and it's consciously what we've been trying to cultivate.
I hear my friends calling me in the home above, happy I'll be.
If you don't come next year, you're missing out.
The festival will take place again next year, so if you would like to attend, check out pickininthepines.org.
You can also keep an eye out all year long for more from the Flagstaff Friends of Traditional Music.
Even though it's only September, many Flagstaff ski and snowboarding enthusiasts are getting ready for the snow season. NAZ Today's Virginia Beamer sat down with members of a local nonprofit ski and snowboarding team to find out more about the annual ski swap.
I'm here with Linda Fleischer from Team Fast. Can you tell us what exactly that is?
Well, Team Fast is actually an acronym for the Flagstaff Alpine Ski and Snowboard Team. And we are an organization that has been in place since 1967. We're a nonprofit youth sports organization that caters to young skiers and snowboarders aged 6 to 18. And we have been enjoying the slopes of the Arizona Snow Bowl, skiing and racing, snowboarding, and just having a blast for 47 years.
All right, and we're excited to have you here. I know we've had you here on the show before for the fundraiser you guys do every year. Can you tell us exactly what that is? It's everything you need for winter fun swap?
That's right. It's a long name, but it's a simple format. We actually have a tent set up this weekend over at the Albertsons Verizon parking lot, and it is a new location for us this year, so everyone needs to make that note that we will be at Albertsons Verizon parking lot, 1416 East Route 66. We've got a huge tent there, and we are setting up today and tomorrow for this event, which starts tomorrow actually, and it is the everything you need for winter fun swap. Of course, the Arizona Snow Bowl will be there. They're our biggest supporter, and without the Arizona Snow Bowl, we would not even be in existence, needless to say. But they will be there with a booth, and what they're going to do, Virginia, is they're going to set up a table where people can come and find out what's going on at the Arizona Snow Bowl. Additionally, we'll see representatives from Telluride Ski and Golf and Durango Mountain Resort, both in the southwest corner of Colorado.
Okay, now you will also be having vendors from, different stores around Flagstaff. Can you quickly kind of tell us the vendors that will be at
Sure.
the event?
Our biggest vendor actually comes up from the valley, and he is the expert in skiing and snowboarding, Jack Canapole with Ski Pro and Ski Chalet. And they'll be bringing up most of the inventory, but we're also very proud and pleased to have Ski House there, who is a local representative, has a great shop up on Humphreys. And also we'll probably see some other folks, maybe from Peace Surplus, maybe the Flagstaff Sports Exchange. And then tomorrow, the 27th of September, from 12 until 5, the public is welcome to bring in anything that's associated with winter fun. Once again, same theme, and they can tag it. We'll have all this stuff that you need to get your items tagged, and then we'll put it on the floor. The swap opens up on Friday night, and anyone can get in, but it is for members only because the best deals will be available tomorrow night, Friday the 27th of September. And from 6 to 7, there is a fee to get in. It's for members only, but you can purchase a membership if you're really dying to get in there and see what's available right off the bat. It's $15 for an individual and $25 for a family. And then from 7 to 10, again, there's a smaller fee. It's $5 an individual or $10 a family. And then on Saturday, it's open from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m., completely free. And on Sunday, it's open from 10 until 3, completely free. So come on out, support the Flagstaff Alpine Ski and Snowboard team. Get ready for winter fun. It's going to be super time on the slopes this year. And think snow, everybody. Here it comes.
I know, and I think you summed up everything we wanted to talk about today, so I want to thank you again for coming in. We're glad to have you here, and we look forward to seeing what you guys have at the fundraiser this weekend.
Thanks, Virginia. We look forward to a great weekend.
Coming up on NAZ Today, meteorologist Lee Borne will bring us the weather to see if this wind is here to stay and what we can expect for this weekend. Also, sports anchor Brooke Cowell will bring us the latest on the Lady Jacks volleyball team. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Lee, and I'd like to invite you to the Ski House. If you're out there and you're looking for some rental equipment to head up to the Snow Bowl, or if you're looking to purchase, I'd like to invite you over to our downtown location, conveniently located for your Arizona Snow Bowl visit. We have cheaper prices, brand new equipment, 2012 and 13 models, rocker, reverse camber, juniors, anything you name for winter sports, we've got it. If you need to rent clothes, we've got that. If you want to do an online reservation, you can do that as well. Visit us online at skihouseflagstaff.com.
Live with a human for a while and you get to know a few things. Like, I know she's actually not a morning person. I know she does strange tricks for no treats. I know that water makes her howl like crazy. I even know how the floor stays so clean. She's quick. But the one thing I will never for the life of me know is how she gets so tiny and inside that box. Natalie, how do you get so tiny?
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here. I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog.
Tonight's NAZ Today weather is brought to you in part by Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac in Flagstaff.
All right, an uber windy day out there today. We'll start off talking about the early morning low temperature, very mild, 48 degrees. That's due to the wind blowing all night. We talk about this sometimes when the wind blows right through the night, doesn't let the coldest air settle at the surface, keeps everything well mixed, and we get a much warmer temperature than we otherwise would on a cool night. Cooler air filtering in with this storm system moving through the west, about 5 to 8 degrees cooler than yesterday, a little bit below the average of 70. 64 was our high temperature for us today in Flagstaff. Howling winds, that's a no-brainer out there. Here's a look at some of the peak wind gusts from across the region. Flagstaff hit 58 degrees, 64 miles per hour is hurricane force winds, or I think 64 knots. I may be a little off there, but this is pretty strong winds out there today. Donny Park 56, Grand Canyon at 52 miles per hour, and strong winds all the way down into Yavapai County. Winds will begin to subside here as we get into the overnight. Why is it so windy? We have the storm system moving through the west, a second fall storm system of the young season, bringing a little bit of rainfall to the high desert of Nevada and some rain showers all the way up into the northern Rockies. None of this is snow. On the southern end, a dry cold front approaching us here in Arizona, cooler air filtering in, and when you have a cold front moving into the state, obviously gets very windy around here. We have low pressure up to our north, and we have high pressure off to our south and west. And why does it get so windy here in Flagstaff? Well, this time of year, the storm track starts to move into the Intermountain West. We're just off to the south of it. So what happens is we get a big, strong difference in pressure. Now, if this was the map and that low pressure we just looked at, that's just to the north of us here in Arizona. And here in Arizona, where these isobars are all packed. And these isobars are the difference between the high pressure and the low pressure. Atmosphere hates having a difference in pressure. It wants to be equal. So the winds are blowing from the high into the low. Not only that, here in Flagstaff, we're right kind of in that transition zone, right under the strong pressure gradient, but also we're kind of a sore thumb that sticks up way in the atmosphere, a sky island here in northern Arizona, so we don't have as much friction working on a lot of that wind to slow it down, so we get very, very windy type of days out here this time of year. Fortunately, it is going to die off here, diminish as we get into the overnight. Right now outside, it's currently 58 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. Winds are still howling out there, but as they will do as we make our way through the evening. But I am anticipating that they will diminish here as the cold front pushes through during the overnight hours. The winds will subside as we get towards the early morning. It'll allow some colder temperatures, forecasting 34 degrees here in Flagstaff as we get into Friday morning. Tomorrow, the coldest air behind the cold front moves into Arizona. High temperature of only 58 degrees, definitely the coldest day of the season. Not nearly as windy, still a little bit on the breezy side. Sunrise at 6:19. We'll see some warming temperatures as we get into the weekend. Weekend's looking fabulous. Okay, statewide temperatures, 73 in Sedona, cooling off nicely down across the Sonoran Desert, only 87. In Phoenix, Winslow, 70 degrees. Tuba City up on the Navajo Nation, 65. Okay, the extended forecast, it's all sunshine the whole way through. Today was the ugliest day as far as the wind goes. Coolest day tomorrow, get into the weekend, gradual warming temperatures, and we will see some cold overnights as we get into Saturday morning. 27 degrees I have in there Friday night. I think a lot of elevations above 6,000 feet. We'll see a freeze as we get into Saturday morning. Some cold overnights through the weekend, but gorgeous daytimes getting into the upper 60s. And I wanted to pass this along. This weekend, the National Weather Service out in Belmont having an open house. It's free, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. out there at Camp Navajo. All kinds of great activities. You can watch them launch weather balloons, see how us meteorologists and all those meteorologists out there go about putting together the forecasts for us here across northern Arizona.
Seems like it will be a fun event. Some nice weather for it looks like.
Yeah, and there's a lot of us weather kind of geeks out there that love to go out there and check that stuff out.
Well, I have to say I'm ready to see the wind leave. Drinking my coffee outside was not as
well, it's
enjoyable
not gone for
with the
good,
dirt
but
in it.
yeah, I totally agree. It couldn't be gone quick enough.
Yeah, I mean, just walking around campus today, I was like getting blown all over. My hair was going crazy.
You're so light, you're like a feather. There goes Paige.
All right, so I know this weekend's family weekend, and Brooke, my family's coming to see the game. So what else do you have in sports?
We actually have a lot of football, high school volleyball coming up for you next.
For over 20 years and with more than 65,000 success stories, Coconino Community College's commitment to the educational pipeline is vital to your future.
My name is Sheila Hollowhorn. I study mechanical engineering and train as a U.S. Air Force pilot and officer in the CCC to NAU program, which helps students like me transition from the community college to NAU. Upon completion, I'll be giving back by defending our country, and that's why I support CCC.
With your support, Coconino Community College will remain efficient, effective, and excellent.
You sure you don't want some? It's chamomile. Listen, you are extremely terrifying. Just the scariest undead subhuman thing on TV, and I really mean that. But I am worried that you could give my kids nightmares if they see you, so I'm gonna have to block you. So that's it. Oh, and tell the zombies they're blocked too.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
All right, we're going to start things off with high school volleyball. We're still in the first month and conference games are getting more intense. Coconino High School will be playing at Prescott High School tonight, and that game started at 6 o'clock. Flagstaff High is also on the road tonight with the 6 o'clock game. The Eagles are taking on Goldwater High School, but it's a busy weekend for the Eagles as they have a game on Saturday at Notre Dame Prep at noon. North End Prep's once undefeated volleyball team is taking on Red Rock at home tonight. The Spartans lost their first game on Tuesday night, but are looking to bounce back against Red Rock tonight at 6. And you can find all the scores to the high school volleyball games on maxpreps.com. And moving up to the collegiate level, the Lady Jacks volleyball team will be going into their third conference game on Friday. The Jacks will match up at Sacramento State tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. NAU goes into the game leading the Big Sky Conference, and sports reporter Alex Lucero gives us more information on the Lady Jacks and this season.
Has these Lumberjacks looking towards a Big Sky championship this year. Even though the Lumberjacks have started 2-0 in Big Sky play, the team knows they have some things to improve on.
I think just like focus on the team chemistry more on the court. I think we just want to come together more as a team, and then we've had stuff that we're working on in practice, like our blocking and our defense, and I think that's going to be a major key for us.
In his first year, Coach Ken Murphy has this team at an 8-3 record, but knows he can improve as well.
I mean, I think there's always room to get better, and for me too, and I feel like I'm learning about them and figuring some things out that we can do more of and just to kind of accentuate our strengths as a group.
The team is a very young squad with only one senior on the roster, so the leadership basically comes from all the players.
We don't have captains because we expect everybody to come out and have a different leadership role on this team.
This NAU team is playing lights out so far, and there's only one thing that is on their mind.
Winning the championships. I want to win at least. I hope we get first and we can win the conference. So then we can have the tournament here next year. That would be really awesome.
This team is trying to make some noise in the Big Sky this year, and if they do, well then I guess we'll be seeing them in November. With NAZ Today, I'm Alex Lucero.
And moving on to high school football, Flagstaff High will be facing off against Sabino High on Friday. Both of these teams have a 2-2 record, so this is a conference game you don't want to miss. The Eagles will be hosting the Sabino SaberCats Friday night. Kickoff is at 7:30. And after Coconino got their first win last week, they're hoping to take that momentum into this Friday's game. With a 1-3 record, Coconino will be facing Kingman. The Panthers will be hosting Kingman Friday night, and kickoff is at 7 o'clock. And get those tailgates ready for the biggest game of the season. The NAU Jacks football will be taking on Montana this Saturday. Along with Family Weekend, let's pack the Sky Dome wearing blue for NAU Blue Out. Our Jacks are currently 2-1 going into this game and are hoping that the home field advantage will help us come out with a win. Kickoff is at 6 o'clock in the Sky Dome. And here's some footage for the D-backs game last night. I'm hopefully going to take you into the fourth inning here. And with a home run, Eaton can't quite grab it by Medico. Game is now tied 2-2. Now bottom of the fifth, Denorfia up with runners on second and third. Hits a nice shot between the first and second baseman, and that'll score in 2 runs for the Padres. And in that same inning, the Padres' luck keeps going as Garoko, look at this, deep homer to left, and that's out of here. But the D-backs go on to lose that game 12-2. And last I checked, the D-backs were tied 2-2 tonight.
I think Goldschmidt's got some huge hitting streaks still going last night, like 14 games or something.
Definitely, he's on fire
Great
right
player.
now.
MVP front runner.
Well, it looks like you're already wearing your NAU blue for the Blue Out this Saturday. Are you excited?
I am so excited. I will definitely be at the game. Are you guys going?
I have my family coming from California, and I know my grandma is especially excited for the tailgate this weekend, so we're all going to head out there.
Fun.
Well, we'll be right back with a weather recap at the end of our show after a break.
I was an ordinary guy, but I switched to Suddenlink's new internet, and now I can't stop being awesome, because it's the fastest in town. Downloads, uploads, any kind of load. Everything just flows at speeds 13 times faster than phone company DSL. Even when the whole family is online, there's no buffering. With DSL, we were suffering. Yep, anything the phone company can do, I can do faster. Now that I have the next big thing from Suddenlink. Now that I have a house full of easy.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all living united to ensure the academic success of millions of kids in our communities all the way to graduation day. But that won't happen without you. So take the pledge at unitedway.org. Make a difference in the life of a child. Suit up like your favorite NFL players and become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor with United Way.
A chilly day out there. Wind should subside here as we get into the overnight hour. Still honking out there though right now. Honk, honk. 58 degrees tomorrow. Chilly day. And then a very chilly morning on Saturday morning. Forecasting 27 here in Flagstaff. If you have some delicate plans, maybe get out and cover them. Temperatures do warm up during the day, getting into the weekend. Overnight lows remain quite cool. Warming up into the upper 60s. Tailgating is looking pretty good on Saturday.
Sounds good. My grandma will be very excited.
Right on.
Do you think we're going to see some windier weather?
No windy weather in the forecast.
Okay, well, thank you so much for watching us, and we'll be back tomorrow with the Friday show. Oh, and we're going to stay right here for a few more seconds. Brooke, what are your plans this weekend?
Definitely the football game. I'm going to a few of those high school games, and of course the volleyball
To shoot
games.
and work, to shoot
Well,
good games.
yes,
Be
but also to
a
enjoy.
fan, I bet.
Being
And,
a good
you know,
sports reporter as you are.
Yeah, just have a little fun with it too.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for joining us. I hope to see you guys tomorrow at 6 o'clock.